Crystal Edge technology screens. This right here is our advanced ambient projection 38 Black Widow. This technology has been applied to a $28 sheet of fiberglass or plastic. We're using our Christie LWU 505 projector. This is a 2014 model that was discontinued. Well, actually 2012, this model that was discontinued in 2014. Price tag of this projector was $500. So the technology we have here is one of the darkest technologies we've ever developed. It has amazing white levels, really good white levels. It has color capabilities that are absolutely incredible, and the contrast levels are unmatched. Due to this is one of the darkest screen paints we've ever developed. Now, I did put a link below, and the other videos I put links in. If I did miss one, I have to go back and check of where to get the surface from. Keep in mind, you will not get the same results by using a grade screen paint product or using the product by itself. The only reason why the screen has this reaction is because our technology is embedded into it. Because I can't explain it enough that gray screen paint products, as I said before, is a obsolete product. It's a product that cannot produce contrast, nor color, whether the lights are on or off. And you would have to, pretty much from what I've seen in some of the video demonstrations, you will have to have a pretty high-end projector to even pick up a somewhat decent color or contrast level, and you would have to remain in a dark environment. So let's show you what we have here. Right. Christie firing up. Now my screen size here is 48 by 96, but make it 4 feet by 8 feet. These screens can also do, the surface can also do a 235.1 setting, which we've used them before in the past for 235.1 setups. We have the right fire stick over here. And look at one, we have 3 fire sticks over here. There we go. As you can see, it looks just like a TV. The screen is being hung by what I forgot to add real quick by 3 pieces of Velcro. There's no weight to it whatsoever. There, there, and there. Everything else is not even attached. It's very easy to hang. We try to be careful and figure out exactly which surface is going to marry well with the surface. We do require for the surface to be primed before applying our application to it. Due to the fact, like I said, I've done the painting myself. It took about 3 coats to apply the screen. It goes on much better if you prime the surface first. All right, so let's continue on to show you. And as you can see, it doesn't cost our customers a lot of money to have an amazing screen.
Congress is debating sweeping new laws.
Having a 5G phone that's not on fuel makes as much sense as weighing lifetime. Use it.
Shaded screen's heightened technology. This gives the screen the ability to be able to accept and receive white light. One of the highest white levels we have in black technology, as you can see. This is why we do our demonstrations live, to show people right up front, without pre-record, that our demonstrations and screens can produce the highest white levels of any black technology. Technology that can produce a white level equal to gray screens, but a gray screen can't match the technology's contrast and color capabilities. And gray screens are not ambient light projection technology at all, period. This has been used on a $500 2014 discontinued projector. Now, thousands of dollars, $500. No calibrating, no dark environments, none of that nonsense. Fully weatherproof, as we displayed in the snow demonstration. Ultra short though compatible, can be coated on just about anything you can think of. Whatever it touches, turns into an OLED-like black screen. As I told you before, this is the future. You don't want an old, sorry, but it's true. You don't want an old gray screen laid against your wall. You want something that's beautiful, black technology. Look how amazing the white levels are. That you can use your screen in a fully lit environment. Unlike gray screens, you have to be in the dark. Take it from someone who's been designing gray screen paints for a very long time. It's an obsolete product. As I said before, the most dangerous screen you can have is a black screen that can see white light. Still maintains contrast levels without a problem. That's why the 38s are absolutely incredible. Like I said, I remember, like I said, in one of the chat rooms I was in, and like I said, me and the guy with the JVC, very powerful projector, man, amazing projector. And he was saying, well, your image looks that good because you have a 5,000 projector. I said, yeah, but I only paid $500 for my projector. This is my top of the line projector. My top of the line projector is a discontinued 2014 projector that costs $500. That's used. And you paid $20,000 for a projector, which is an up-to-date model. So, no, it's not anything to do with the 5,000 lumens. When we do a demonstration, we do certified screens, everything's being hit with 5,000 lumens. When we do black versus black and gray versus black, whatever, everything is being hit with 5,000 lumens. And we've done it on 1,000 lumens also. But besides that, my top model projector cost me $500. That's it. Now, he could have went out and bought a 5,000 lumen JVC, but it would have cost him an RLA, a lot of money. But when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, my top projector, and my customers can relate to it, costs $500. Which means anyone walking into this room, watching the demonstration, and looking at the projector, think, man, it's $500, that's it? Yeah, $500. And at that, it's old and it's used, which means they're always going to be cheap no matter what. Unless they get wind of what this technology does and they jump the price. You want to upgrade your projector.
Sorry, I'll read it. That would.
When you really think about it, if you wanted to upgrade your projector with this technology, pretty much a good 1080p projector at $500, that's all you would have to pay. That's it. That would be a top of the line for this technology. Anything else would be overkill. 4K on this would be overkill. Shows you at the end of the day, you don't spend a lot of money. And for the every person who has a 720p projector, well, screens will look still amazing at the end of the day. And they're still going to be the maintained contrast levels as if they had a $3,000 projector without calibrating, without dark environments. There you go. A simple purpose. So all that talk about black screens, can't pull high white levels, you're looking at one that can right there in front of you, live. Gray screens, gunmetal screens, where's your options? You don't have them. Gunmetals don't even have them now. You consider the fact that this screen, the idea of the gunmetal was to produce a screen with a very heavy contrast level, but to reflect the surface to be able to maintain white light. This technology is darker than your gunmetals. It's definitely darker than your gray screen paint products. It can maintain its white levels with no problem, but it can maintain the contrast level or that you cannot even begin to even think of touching. It's jet black. That's just beyond black. Darkest one yet. I tell you, when God gives you a blessing, He gives you a blessing. Just like I said, I saw this in a vision. And here it is. Skyworth food demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
I love the fact that when you're staring at the screen, you're seeing 100% contrast. No shades of gray, none of that nonsense. 100%. Tomorrow, what day is tomorrow, we're going to do a white level demonstration only. No contrast, just all white levels. Mind you, we've done these outside on 150-inch screens. We're gonna do nothing with white levels. Why not? I'm more impressed. I love the contrast, but I'm more impressed with the white levels. But like I said, for the companies I've talked to today, this technology is not supposed to be doing this. It's not supposed to be receiving white light as well. But then again, my technology is engineered by God, so it's definitely possible. It is possible. We're gonna learn now. That's what I like about big companies. They just don't understand. Some of them are Christian based and some of them are not Christian based. And they just can't understand it. They put this kind of man-made kind of science behind it all. They can't figure out how it functions. They can't figure out how it works. They ask me tons of questions. How you doing this? How you doing that? And I just show them at the end of the day, it all comes from God. You don't need to know that. And that's what baffles them. They can't figure out how it's done.
Got lingering odors? Grab Febreze Small Spaces. Press firmly to activate, and Small Spaces continuously eliminates and prevents odors to freshen up any small room for up to 45 days. Febreze.
Technology and what we have planned for us in the future, we have no interest in you naysayers at the end of the day. Again, as I said before, not to be rude here, but you're not on our level. I can back my work 100%. Interesting how you're working so hard to try to take away a blessing that God has given to me. In the end, it won't have to happen anyway. I'm going to tomorrow. You can't take away what God has given to a Christian. You can't tarnish it. You can't damage it. All you can do is accept it. And it's a shame because you have individuals that are very angry over this technology, extremely angry and upset. I had somebody once text me, "Oh, you think you're God?" And I said, "No, I'm not thinking of God. I serve God." That's why we take no interest in you anymore. I don't follow the path of the devil. That's beautiful. That screen's absolutely gorgeous. I wonder what glass would look like next. Definitely gonna have to coat some glass. TV. Let's see where else we're gonna go.
Curtain wall of sleep can increase your energy and improve your health. Sleep under 361 is perfect for active couples. Curtain wall of sleep is life changing sleep only after sleep under. Well, sleep in your own.
Let's see. We go with the wall. We start displaying the wall. We'll see how well the weather is. Tomorrow we're gonna start displaying some of the acoustic screens. We got orders in for those. So we'll be showing up customers acoustic screens before ship out. I ain't doing that. Show how black that screen is. $4K Winter Wonderland Screensavers.
Getting that from YouTube.
So we're gonna start adding some more videos to the website. I'm gonna do one section for white levels, one for contrast, demonstrations on basically where we want to paint it on, stuff like that, and the weatherproof demonstrations, which we have outside the snowstorm, which we're gonna bit by bit start working on the website, adding more to it. Let's grab something else. See what else we got here. understand, you may have some people saying that, well, all black screens react the same way. Well, the problem you have with that is you don't have our technology. So you can't say that. That's like me saying all cars drive the same way. That's virtually impossible. But I honestly can say that all green screen prints react the same way because we've done the test. And unlike most people, I can back my products up to different black surfaces, as in paint, fabric, and so forth, showing that there's a difference between the two, and they haven't done that yet. I don't care what kind of gray paint you make at the end of the day. None of it can see contrast. And if it's too dark, it can't even maintain a white level. So we can't compare our product to anything else because we've done the test. Over 27 tests on our black technology. And that means if anyone else is developing a black technology, like I said, hats off to you, but keep in mind, if you're going to compare your stuff to us, you're going to have to go through all 27 tests live, and that is a lot of tests to go through. Wish you best of luck. It's not going to be an easy ride, especially on how strict we are on our tests. These are good demonstrations. Bone white. This is what we want. We're doing demonstrations. There's high white levels. Look at this, they got bunches of them in here. Meet the new solar optic. Like I said, any black surface can pull contrast out. The problem you have with black technology is seeing white light. That's your problem. The problem you have with gray screen paint products is, again, you can see white light, but you can't see contrast or color. Not even in the dark. Why don't you think you've seen demonstrations on the screens on large scales, even on small scales, even outside? You can only select and pick certain videos for the demonstrations. Or I can come out and show you nothing but white levels. The opposite of what the technology is supposed to be to do. No problem. Man, I love this channel. Tons of white levels. This comes in handy because we have customers that are skeptical and they're going to ask, hey, is the technology too dark? There you go. You can do this outside if you want to, no problem. That's a giant panda bear. I know I've seen that one already. Alright, let's get a chance to play. Oh, let's do some bright colors. I'm going to do this one. It's a complicated thing about black technology. In order to see color, you have to have both contrast and white levels at the same time. The contrast level has to be dark enough to give you more rich, deep color without it fading and washing out. And the white levels must be bright enough to give you a clear, vivid image. That's not muddy or dirty, you can't see it. This is technology. It didn't even take us a week to make. Now, could we make something far more advanced than this? Oh, heck yes, we can. We don't have glass ceilings over here. Again, my technology comes from God. Am I choosing to make another one? Nah, I'm good. I'm happy where I'm at. Just a word to you companies out there, at the end of the day, if you decide to sign contracts with us, never ever think for a hot second that you have our best. Never. We can obsolete this, come up with something within no time at all, and this will be gone. Bring out something far more advanced than this. I tell this to companies, a little speech I always give every time I sign a contract. And I always say, Why do you fight for the crumbs below when there's a full course meal up top? Which means you fight over the little crumbs here, and the technology we can develop for you for years to come is a full course meal. I always get that speech out every time I sign a contract. Some figure it out, some don't figure it out. Don't get greedy, because we can obsolete this, move on, develop something within days, start all over again, like it never even happened. And your stuff will become worthless, which we did way back in digital and crystal screen printing when I first started our company. Foolish and not thinking, signed a 10-year contract, didn't do the research, was so happy to have a contract in my company's name, and these people try to take my company from me. And I gave that same speech at the table before I signed that contract. And sure enough, we obsoleted all this stuff. Came up with a digital 4K crystal onyx and made the stuff that they had completely worthless. But this time around, being much smarter, I'm not interested in big companies at all, period. Now the mom and pops I would rather work with, but the big companies, no, I don't want nothing to do with y'all. At the end of the day, you can keep your money. We got somebody a couple of days ago we turned down. We don't want your money. We don't care. I'd rather deal with the mom and pops any day. Some of the business on the side, I got a nice little projection screen store, just starting off. We would rather basically give them technology with the ability to be able to build their company than a big corporation any day. And as for Black Diamond, well, Diamond, and much I can say, you don't have any technology. And we're talking about screen innovation, and I hope you're watching this. You have nothing that will stand against this screen over here at all. I'm not trying to brag, but it's the truth. You make gunmetal screens. This is not gunmetal. This is a black screen. Screen can beat you in performance. It can ultra short though compatible with different forms of projectors, no calibrating, fully lit environments. Customers can take it outside, and it costs way less than your screen. So all your certifies, it costs less. Even when you look at their Cinema Gray, which is $800 for a 100-inch screen, and that's light gray, and this technology is more advanced than that, and it costs less than $800. All that talk about, oh, you have to buy this expensive projector in order to get this high contrast ratio. No, not anymore. That's a black screen. You can have a projector with 2001, which I'm using right now, and still maintain an amazing contrast level, even with the lights on, even outside. So now you see why the big companies can't stand me at the end of the day. This is why I get these certain phone calls from time to time with people that will have conversations with you. I'm not going to mention who. And there's certain keywords. That's one thing I love about when you serve the Lord. When you serve the Lord, you can see the wolf in sheep's clothing. And there's certain keywords I can hear when they talk that I know when God is guiding me. When I'm talking to these individuals on the phone, that I can pick up on where they're going and what they're trying to do or what they're trying to figure out. But we're not interested. I told you people, if I wanted to be rich, I could have sold out a long time ago. And then for the naysayers, well, they're always upset due to the fact that every time we develop new technology, every time we raise the bar, it means they gotta work a little harder. And yeah, they'd rather spend their time tearing down something instead of building something at the end of the day. Yet these are the same individuals that can't back their products because they will cancel orders. Bring you down here for testing, you cancel your orders. You're afraid of the technology. I'm gonna check out some of this contrast in this black technology. Let me see. Ooh, there. Got some nice stuff on it. Got some nice bright colors. I do like this on here. Samsung, 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
I love to see behind the scenes how they do this. Now again, I've seen this demonstration in the dark. But they can't make the black background, that's what it is. That's why. All that demonstrations require a dark black background. They can't maintain it, that's why they do it in dark. Can you imagine having that projector with all that power and you can't even see a contrast level? You're seeing shades of gray. And here we are at 2000 to 1, and we're seeing 100% black. So what's the purpose of spending all that money for a projector because it has the ability to produce a high contrast level when you can do it with a projector that will cost you much less at 2000 to 1? There's going to be another problem we're going to have. Again, we're going to have a few projection screen companies throwing their hat in the ring, probably arguing with us at the end of the day, or basically trying to develop technology for them. But it just comes down to that. Why? Why would you even spend the money for it? What for? Sure enough, when we use the contrast, you don't need it. So that's money saved right there, isn't it? that's their strong point on that projector, well, they lost that battle. You don't need it. You don't have to calibrate. Colors are fantastic. Gotta deal with that nonsense. I'm gonna bring out the ultra short though tomorrow. The $60 ultra short though.
Racing. Respect is earned.
I'm gonna need a couple of these. I'm gonna get 4 of these. Definitely doing 4 for myself. Now, for those of you that are looking at it, a few people stare at the screen and they swore it was painted to the wall. No, this is wallpaper. This is why we have people who have contracts under our companies. What they're doing is they're taking the technology and they're actually recoding screens with it. So here you are, the technology that can convert anything, just about anything, into a black OLED screen with very, very little restrictions. So imagine if people who have contracts under a company can go buy old white screens and convert them into this. Yep. Or people that are in the real estate business that want to increase the value of the property by installing home theater systems. Yeah, that's what they're doing now. A lot of these homes now, you notice they're going to have home theater packages, build movie theaters downstairs, and they can paint this black stuff right to the wall. Put a nice frame around it, throw a projector in the background, put a few movie seats, and up the value of the property. Even the wallpaper technology, you got people automatically already thinking of using this surface, coating it. Mind you, online, we're known to a certain degree. Offline, they don't know about it too much. So that's an open market right there. Because most people that are used to seeing a projection screen are used to seeing white or gray. They're not used to seeing black. That's why our product becomes so valuable offline. Even when I string one of these screens up in my walkway up here in my driveway, people will drive by and stare at it and can't figure out why the screen is black. The minute that projector fires up and they see this, automatic order that fast. Then on top of that, the screen looks gorgeous on the wall without the projector being on. Imagine having this and a gray screen, and imagine having this and a black screen. Even more gorgeous when the projector's off. Again, another demonstration displayed on a gray screen. This is not meant for gray screens. We're definitely doing a demonstration of why OLED demonstrations should not be displayed on gray screens. It was not meant for your screens. Not trying to be rude or disrespectful, but that's what it is. Let me know the next time you walk into a theater room display, you know, like just more so like that. Best Buy, where you see an OLED TV on display. Tell me what color that screen is. It's a gray or black. These are OLED demonstrations. Even in the dark, you couldn't maintain the contrast level. You can mimic it, but you can't match it. That's why if you notice on our website, we got rid of the gunmetal, the deep red, all of them, the gamer, all of them. All to make way for this. This is the best technology, like I said. Nothing beats black. Nothing. This is why I don't sleep. This is what I'm up doing at night. Watching the screen, playing games over it, watching movies. It's like doing everything all over again for the first time. I'm watching Star Wars tomorrow. I can't wait. Oh yeah, I'm definitely watching Star Wars tomorrow. When the time gets here, I can't wait to start displaying these outside. Waiting this one already. Yeah, sorry about the demonstrations being so long. You can't get enough of it. I can't. Do you have any idea how many applications I've watched in the last couple of days? Just can't get enough of it. Tomorrow we got to do one on sports. We're doing one on soccer. We're doing a lot on soccer. A lot of those people are asking about that. They're using these in their sport bars. And at the end, like I said, it doesn't cost companies a lot of money because companies usually they have to go and spend all this money for this high-end projector because the screen is going to put a poor image and all this nonsense. You don't have to do that. You can go right over to eBay and buy cheap projectors. Save yourself a ton of money. Imagine having this in your sports bar. Done that one, been there, done that, done that one already, been there, done that one, oh, let's do this one here. Doesn't have sound, usually have sound means they violated a copyright somewhere. Used somebody's music without permission. I like to see the contrast of the colors pop at the same time. This is why I tell you that when I go to events and they're using such high-end projectors and on white and gray, mostly it's white screens. Usually it's never gray, but usually it's mostly a white screen. I walk out, I can't deal with that. I look at this all day. There's no way in the world my eyes would just looking at a white screen because I can see all the imperfections. I can't deal with that.
You can never have too much of a good day. It's a very good day.
Now, I'm going to look me on the demonstration. I know I do it tomorrow. The entire game room floor, ultra short throw projector, all lit up. But once I hung this thing up, I've been caught up on this now. Can't get my eyes off of this. So I have to do that tomorrow because I've just been caught up with this right here. Man, this thing went way better than I thought. I mean, way better than I thought. Has a slight bit of different reaction to which surface you apply it to. That's what I'm getting for the kitchen. I'm designing for my kitchen. That's gotta be Route 666, looks like it. That's one area you can go and open up a vehicle like that. Ooh, let's play that jazz demonstration. Because this is an easy one to do. Put your house supposed to look in a fully lit environment. So I can't stand when people do contrast demonstrations and do them in dark. I hate that. Because at the end of the day, like I say, you're misleading your customers. They have to see that screen in a fully lit environment. And the contrast levels is what you're going to see at the end of the day. Yeah, that's too easy. We don't even do these. And the reason why we don't do these, I like doing this demonstration because I know that people who can't maintain contrast levels will basically stick to this video right here. Because in some way they can almost mimic a contrast level. It's too easy. Something like this I would do outside because I know it'd be a harder challenge. And they couldn't follow it. So that'd be too easy. Let's get let's see. Gotta have some darker contrast levels. Ooh. 4K background goldfish screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
My personal favorite. Because well, like this one, this is even harder than the Starfield. Because that background is jet black. And like I said, if a gray screen or gunmetal considers themselves to be equal to the technology we have here, you should be able to pull this off outside with no problem. at 150 inches. The reason why we choose such a big screen, because we know you're not going to be up close. You can't be up close on the screen at 150 inches. You got to pull back to fill that screen out. You got to at least be about 18 feet or so back. You have to maintain that black level all the way across. J&K 4K demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
All these we can do no problem. None of this is. I'm not trying to. People say, "Oh, you're no." It's easy. It's stuff. This screen is absolutely amazing. Any application we throw in here, it's going to run with no problem. Anything. I can choose this one right here. To pull the contrast up with no problem. So when you're dealing with the gray screen, you gotta pick and choose what you're displaying on your screen and what kind of environment it's being used in. Can't be an environment that's bright and just choose contrast, or you gotta stick to certain things, like the brighter colors will give you a better chance of pulling an image in a fully lit environment, or a darker environment is gonna give you a better chance of pulling an image with contrast levels involved. We don't deal with that. We can display anywhere we want, anything we want. That's why anytime they want to talk about, oh well, you don't have ambient light projection technology. I got a 27-inch screen, 127-inch screen that sits in a bay of windows. I can sit there at 12 o'clock in the afternoon and I can watch a TV show on. It's not tucked away in the dark. It's literally sitting in windows. Not the same environment. No, that's too easy. Let's go over here and try some love water. But fish bouncing back and forth. Some contrast levels there. No problem. There's goldfish moving back and forth. No problem. Background remains black. Goldfish remains bright and vivid. There's the beta. Images. Here, check out the contrast levels on that. No gray, no tan, no washouts of the screen. That's what I said. A lot of the demonstrations I've seen that even if the image is washed out from corner to corner, they consider that to be okay. As long as you can see the screen, that's okay. I wouldn't accept it. It should be from corner to corner. And if you trip on those stairs, you trip on those stairs. See? You're supposed to be able to see white light, contrast, and color at the same time. That's what makes the 38 that powerful, because they were heightened technology married perfectly to it. Even when we displayed the screen at 1%, I said how high the white levels were coming up without the heightener attached to it. It was pulling an extremely good white level. I said once we drop 100% of the heightener to it, it's going to be unstoppable. And that's what it is. And everything we run this stuff across. And mind, this is plexiglass or fiberglass. We didn't spray this on. This was rolled on with a paint roller. screen is 100% streak free. Not one streak, not one imperfection, nothing. So at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Two things come, actually, two things you need. So I feel, this is my personal opinion, maybe other people got their own opinion, to have a successful screen, faith in God, and hard work. Can't cut corners. Well, all right. Let's go downstairs on my 127 inch, watch some TV shows, some more movies. I just got up. So that means I'm going to work on this one, take some time and do some of myself. Might do some gaming on top of that. The demonstration we were going to do with the entire game room lit up, we're going to do that for tomorrow. I got wrapped up in this right here, so yeah, we're going to be doing some more demonstrations on this tomorrow, some pictures and stuff for the website. And then, like I said, if you're interested in the product, it's on the website. You can pick it up from there. I did put a link in at the bottom where you can actually pick up the wallpaper surface. As for the projector, I think I might swap out for a 720p tomorrow. We got a Chrissy 720p in the back. So I'm gonna grab one of those and do that demonstration from there. Let me see. This room, we're gonna change out the projectors. So in this room, we're gonna put in 1080p, 720p, 4K. 3 projectors are running at the same time. That way the customer gets to see all 3 different formats of projectors run off the same screen at the same time. Give you an idea of exactly how they're going to play out. And some people might not want to spend the money for 1080p. They might be happy with 720p. 720p for 1080p, they might want 4K. So we'll have all running at the same time. That's the one we're probably going to use tomorrow right there. I'm going to set that one up. That is I think it's an LW400. Pretty sure it is. All right, people. Well, let me shut down my shop in here because, well, not my shop. When we finish the room, we get done finishing it. And do our different projectors and stuff like that. All right, let me see. We got anything else here? We can stay up here. Taking this bottle water with me. Definitely taking the bottle with me. Isn't that cool or what? How black that is. That is beautiful. Make sure my door is shut because I don't need top on here. So I can gonna have to do some screens from scratch, which means we're gonna have to do a couple of tutorial demonstrations. I don't even know what I did now. Thank you, Tuckle. I'm going downstairs to watch some Reach. If you haven't seen that show called Reacher, man, that show is amazing. I watched that for the last couple of days. I'm going to go watch the rest of my episodes right now. That's a good show. That should keep the monster out. Gotta put a lock on this door. But definitely get in there. Alright. Turn this light out real quick in here. Put it in there. You do late at night, Mr. Taco. All right, so we got some stuff planned coming up. A lot of people have been asking me for pre-coats for doing the work for them. We got no problem with doing that. If you have something special that has to be done, like I said, we can do a pre-coat for you. You know what I mean? Maybe they might not have the room or whatever it may be. You know what I mean? Just request it. We can do a pre-coat for you. I had a few people asking about pre-coating screens for them because they might not have the room to do so. We can do that for you. As long as it's not a giant screen. Something huge. But other than that, yeah, we can do the pre-coat for you. Not a problem. I like this, the Blue Lounge. Or Space Lounge. I haven't figured out what we're going to do yet, but I still got some more stuff I got to do to finish decorating this area. I just been sidetracked with other stuff. So I'm going to get that set up over there. Want some underwater exhibits over there. There we go. Wow. All right, well, people, it's been fun. I got to, what's going on with you today? You angry? Wow. You're always angry. Wow. You need more food, I got you. I got to get ready for tomorrow. We got three acoustic screens we're going to be doing tomorrow, which I got to get these ready for customers. We're displaying customers' acoustic screens before we ship them out. I got to get more of these containers because these have been selling like hotcakes. These are, thank you so much for the support. I do appreciate it. These are the 209s, $209. They do come with a 100-inch screen. These are ones that are 20 ounces that paint up to a 100-inch screen right there. These are actually doing quite well. So that's good. So with that being said, I got to finish this out right here. I still got my own projects to do. We got to convert this screen into a nice little, I want to do a nice little pink and blue kind of retro kind of setup for that right there. We still got a fixed frame screen. We got to paint for tutorial video, a couple fabric screens, and a motorized projection screen. All right, well, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the demonstration. Thank you for your time. I did put the link below this time where to get the surface set. And please understand this. Without that technology, you're not going to get that screen to look that way. I mean, you can apply gray screen paint product to it if you want, but yeah, you're not going to get the same results. So, hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. Thank you for your time. Got to go, and God bless.